Hello everybody, welcome back to Michael's Train Talk. In this video, I will be doing a review of the Union Pacific Excursion Train 7-car set, the 2-car set of the Union Pacific Water Tenders, and a review of Union Pacific FEF3 number 844, which has never been retired. All of this is from Kato, an N-scale company that is based in Japan. Let's get on with the review. We will start with the rolling stock. On the front of the box, you can see that it tells you a description of the Union Pacific Heritage Fleet, and on the back it tells you the prototypical consist that you can use when joining these cars up together. You can also see a giant Union Pacific logo and the Kennefic car on the front of the box, which is the last car in this train. The nice thing about this 7-car set is it also has room for the 2 water tenders inside of the excursion set box. This is why you will see the 2 water tenders inside the box rather than in their own case at the beginning of this review. Inside the box, as with any other Kato set, is the nice packaging that it comes in. This nice foam material protects the cars from any damage that may occur. We will start at the bottom with the Kennefic car, the City of Portland, the Portland Rose, the Columbine, Promontory, Willie James, and Power Car 1027. At the top, you can see both water tenders. Right here, we can see the beautiful packaging and beautiful cars made by Kato. As we open the packaging, there is a plastic wrap which protects the cars from rubbing against the box. The first car we will review is the Kennefic car. It is really hard to get these cars focused in on the camera, so please bear with me. The Kennefic car, with its great detail, is an amazing car. It has a wheel set of 6 axles, similar to a mainline freight locomotive. What I like most about this car is its marker lights at the back of the car, which actually light up while it is running. The next car is the City of Portland. This car is a dome observatory car, which is why you see the window that is coming out of the top of the car. This car has a wheelbase of 4 axles and has a very interesting window orientation near the middle of the car. The next car up is the Portland Rose. This car has a wheelbase of 4 axles and it is your more generic coach car. What I love about this car is that the interior lighting makes this car really pop. The next car is the Columbine. This is a dome observatory car with a wheelbase of 4 axles. This car is very similar to the City of Portland, but the only main difference is the window orientation is different on either side. The next car in this 7-car set is personally my favorite, named Promontory. This beautifully stunning car has a giant American flag on either side. It also has a very interesting wheelbase. The wheelbase of this car is 6 axles, which is very odd for a standard baggage car. What I like most about this car is just the American flag. It really brings much needed color to the rest of the excursion train. The next car is the Willie James. This car has a wheelbase of 4 axles, which is quite standard on passenger cars. What I find most interesting about this car, besides it is a coach car, is that the roof of it is different than all of the other cars in this excursion train. The next car in this excursion set is Power Car 1027. This is the only numbered car in this set. What I find most interesting about this car is the wheelbase. The front is 3 axles, while the back is 2 axles. It's very odd for any car in that matter. This car supplies power to the rest of the train via a diesel that is in front of it. The next cars are the water tenders. These come with their own jewel case, but there are cutouts in the excursion car bookcase for you to put them in. We will start with the Jim Adams. This water tender sports an American flag on either side, which makes it very recognizable on this excursion train. It has a lot of fine detail, and these water tenders can have lights installed at the ends of them via a Kato light kit. The next water tender is the Jim Jordan. This water tender has a wheelbase of 6 axles, and it is on the more plain side of water tenders, but it still has a lot of fine detail. These water tenders are a great addition if you want to run steam locomotives such as UP844, UP3985, or Union Pacific 4014. And now we finally move on to the Union Pacific FEF3 number 844. The front of this box shows you a great look at 844 and has a Union Pacific logo. The back of this box shows you the water tenders and excursion train, which you can buy separately. As we open this box, I am surprised to see how much packaging and time and effort Kato put into this packaging. It is very well packaged so that it will not get damaged between shipping or handling. To give you some background on this locomotive, Union Pacific 844, the FEF3, was built in the 1940s by ALCO, or the American Locomotive Company. Union Pacific 844 was the last locomotive built for the Union Pacific. Its wheelbase is 484. You may have seen the FEF3s in freight service or on passenger trains such as the City of Los Angeles. Number 844 was put into Union Pacific's steam heritage fleet once diesels became popular. Since then, it has been serving on excursion trains all over the Union Pacific system. One of its most notable excursions was when it did an excursion for the 150th anniversary of the Golden Spike, along with Big Boy number 4014. As we take this locomotive out of the packaging, you can see its very fine detail. In the front, you can see the smoke deflectors, along with a white stripe that leads to the numbered 844. On the tender, you can see the many wheels and Union Pacific written on the side. As we take a look at the underside of this locomotive, you can see the connection between the locomotive and the tender. This connection is very solid and it allows the locomotive to do some very tight curves. I just love that when this locomotive is running, it looks like the pistons are actually firing. Here you can see the beautifully modeled headlight number boards and bell on this locomotive. The silver smoke box really stands out on this locomotive. As we start to look at the underside, once again, you can see the wheel configuration as a 484. The opposing side of this locomotive is practically the same, but it has a few differences to it. The smoke deflectors on this locomotive really make it look unique. I absolutely love this locomotive, and I think it is a great choice to get for any collector. Let's see it run on the layout. Overall, the Union Pacific excursion train The Water Tenders and UP844 is a very amazing set with a lot of detail. The one thing I do not like about this set though is that Game Civic 844 derails on some of my tighter curves. This would be a great set to go with the Big Boy 4014, which is being produced by many different retailers. I absolutely love the Excursion train, the Water Tenders, and UP844. I will see you in the next video on Michael's Train Talk.